everyone. It is early fall here in coastal British Columbia, and I'm out here with my wife Maddie, and we have just come out to the forest to see what the fall mushroom flush is doing. It is just beautiful out, and right now we are looking for golden chanterelles mainly. So far it's been a really good start to the season for golden chanterelles, but we're also looking for cauliflower mushrooms, lobster mushrooms, king boletes, yellowfoot, and pine mushrooms. Now Maddie is pretty new to foraging. After 10 years or so of watching me do it, I finally got her out this year, and yeah, she's pretty excited about it, just like I am. So we're gonna jump in the bush right in here and just go for a really short walk before doing a larger walk a little later. That one's called a leverite because you leave her right there. So the forest looks healthy. For the first time in about 6 years, we actually had periodic summer rain this year. We haven't had a good fall mushroom season here in quite a long time for golden chanterelles. And so far, this season's looking like it has the potential to be the best season we've seen in quite a long time. As you can see, the mushrooms actually push up the moss and aerate the forest floor naturally, but that's their job, not mine, so I try to disturb the floor as little as possible. Maddie's found some golden chanterelles.
Yeah. But they're through here. You pick those ones.
Good job.
Thank you.
You can see somebody else has picked here maybe like 5 days ago, and here's two little buttons. Golden chanterelles, just starting. Forest is looking healthy this year. Way better summer weather, and it's just mid-September right now. We've got a long season. Last year it was so dry over the summer that we didn't see any fall mushrooms in large amounts until late October, mid to late October. So we actually found chanterelles in the first week of August this year. So everything is about 2 months ahead compared to last season. This isn't meant to be an ID video. If you're ever going to consume a wild mushroom, make sure you know what you're consuming. But this is actually a button sweet tooth mushroom. Love to find these, one of my favorite wild mushrooms. They're one of our target mushrooms today. It's just starting to form its little teeth. At this stage they look incredibly similar to a button chanterelle, but they are a little different. They're also called hedgehog, but there's a number of species of hedgehog. Now check these out. These are Pacific golden chanterelles. But look at these beauties. The quality is really good right now. The species we have here in British Columbia are often really big, which can often mean their shape is less desirable. But this year, early season start often means that you'll get them while they still have downturned caps, and they're also a decent size. Get that big one?
Yeah.
You don't want to stick your hand in there?
No. How'd you know?
Okay, we've parked the car temporarily, and we're gonna head into the bush. You can see these trees are quite a bit older. They're a little under 100 years old. And then further in, there's like a 40-year section and then another 70-year section. And I have found quite a few mushrooms in here before, so we'll see how it's doing. In about 4 or 5 days, I'll be meeting up with Randy, and we're gonna start to do a more serious harvest this season. We just have been holding off and just doing intermittent harvesting until the real volume kicks in. And I think we're really close now. In we go. Wherever there's an opening like this to a clear cut or the road, the forest edge and the moss will often dry out quite a bit more. So you see it's more of a pale yellow here. As we get further in, it'll be healthier. We'll have a lot more moisture because of the canopy closure. These would have been logged over 100 years ago. And then here's the regrowth. Really healthy second growth here. Beautiful mossy forests.
I just found a chanterelle, so I'm going this way a little.
Ah, Maddie found a chanterelle over there. Pretty cool spot here with a western red cedar growing up on a cliff. The coastal rainforests in the Pacific Northwest, including coastal British Columbia, there's really nowhere else in the world quite like them. There is other temperate rainforest biomes like Japan, which Maddie and I actually just returned from Japan, and we're still pretty jet lagged. Like, we just got back, immediately came out here to come picking. But while I was in Japan, I explored the temperate rainforest there, and it was beautiful, really beautiful, but very different than here. Look at this old cedar. Hard to tell how big that is, but it's big. See this? Not a chanterelle, hedgehog. Hoping to find more of those today. We've left this section of older forest. Then coming into here, this is a much younger forest. We need to get through this before we get to the spot that I'm aiming for. This is an example of a forest that is still thinning itself out. Look at all the debris on the ground. It's almost strangling itself, so all the lower branches, like 80% of the way up these trees, naturally die off because there's not enough light making it through the canopy. I want to check this sunny edge over here, because this is actually the opposite scenario where this forest is so dense there's not enough light getting through the canopy. Oh my gosh, they're big. These are huge. Pancake. Look at the size. That's almost a foot across on top, and there's another huge one here. Wow, that's a big mushroom. Look at that. This bolete getting taken over by this other fungus here. Look at that. Wow, that's a really cool specimen. A false chanterelle here. Look at this guy. I mean, it's not one we're harvesting, but it's a beauty. Look how scaly the top is. There's another nice one over here. Although we're not picking them, they still look pretty cool. Chicken of the woods. It's a little bit mature, but certainly not too far gone. Now this isn't huge for a chicken of the woods. We found them where they go all the way up a whole tree. But it is a nice specimen, and it's a really cool looking one. We're gonna leave a little bit intact. I wish I brought my knife. This is one of those mushrooms where I prefer using a knife. Normally I carry one, and I actually forgot it this time. Nice big polypore shelf fungus. This can continue growing. These little shelves, they weren't big enough to harvest, so we'll leave the rest on there. The outer part tends to be more tender and tastes better anyways. So these are king boletes. They're too old to take. Hopefully there's more. King bolete might be a little too mature actually, but that's closer to what we're looking for. That seems wormy to me, just the way it feels. Yeah, that's a little too old. I'll just show you. This is a wormy one for sure. Yeah, so they've eaten all the edges. Move it around so any remaining spores can reach further. We'll cover that over. There's another one, too old. And another one there. And I may have just found the first yellowfoot of the year. Winter chanterelles.
Something over here. I don't know what they are, but they're large and white on a hill.
Yeah, that's a lot of mushrooms up there. And these ones have been completely taken over by this fungus. This is the same type, but one's been taken over, and then this one came up later. Look at this beast of a scaly chanterelle. Absolutely massive. That's one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. Huge. This is growing on an old, huge, dead hemlock. Massive for a hemlock. And there's a few of these. It's a big old reishi. You don't want to harvest them when they're too small. It's a waste. This one's pretty big. So we're going to grab it off this old hemlock here.
They're very woody. Wow. Active.
Those are just regular worms. And this little one.
Wow, that's huge.
This one's covered in spore, but see this edge here? Absolutely massive reishi. Actually a bigger one up this tree that I can't get to. It's huge. It's like bigger than this one here. Look at the size of this mushroom. I saw it from way over there. I spotted it. Another huge one. Massive. I keep getting distracted by these huge boletes that are wormy, and they're not a kind that I'm harvesting. I can't help but come over and look at them. In about a month, if we're lucky, this hillside here will be absolutely abundant with yellowfoot chanterelles. Last year it was really good along here. I've just found 3 so far. We were finding tens of thousands last year along these hills, but they are a later flushing species. I guess this is sort of the second time I've been in here, and last year it was a terrible golden chanterelle season, so it's hard to get a read if it's a good chanterelle patch when it's a bad year. This year is a little bit better on average, and I am seeing quite a few. It's not an amazing patch, but there is some here, better than last year, and I see quite a few over here. Yeah, nice. Not bad. A little bit of rose comb. That is a near perfect chanterelle. Downturned cap, firm. It's a nice one.
Wow, all the way down there, Phil.
Okay, this is more like it. It's getting a bit better. Some of these are a little worse condition, but definitely better volume, and they go almost right down into the creek. And they keep going that way. Look at all these ones Maddie's picked. Gotta trim up the stems on those, but nice job. Beauties. So we've got around a half a bucket of golden chanterelles. Turns out this little patch isn't very big. We got most of those in like one little area, but we're gonna head back out now. Tomorrow is really our main picking day on this little excursion. We're gonna go find a spot to camp, maybe do some road scouting, and then start really early tomorrow. Spectacular flush of orange coral mushrooms here. Look at these. Wow. Amazing condition too, but we're not harvesting those. Chanterelles. So here we have some blackberries growing wild. In British Columbia here, there is 2 different species of blackberry, and this one's the native one. You see how the leaves are a lot more compound? Each individual leaf is smaller.
It's so good.
Spotted one. Okay, we have parked for the night, found a flat spot off the road. I had planned to fry up some of these golden chanterelles for dinner tonight, but it's almost dark here. It'll be dark within half an hour or so. And we brought a couple of jars of cream of mushroom soup. This is incredibly good. There's morel powder, chanterelle powder, pine powder, dried golden chanterelles, dried yellowfoot, and dried morels. We have our golden brown toast, soup, and cozy bed. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay,
I'm super hungry.
let's eat. I have my soup in a jar and my toast.
It's good.
That soup's pretty good. We're gonna climb into our cozy nest and we'll see you first thing in the morning. So here's yesterday's little pick. We were only in the bush for maybe 3 hours. The varnish conchs. We gotta have tea. First sip. I'm gonna try these chanterelles. Delicious. Isn't that good?
Really, really good.
Chocolate milk in there. That's a good breakfast. All right, we're all packed up. The sun is high in the sky. To start off the day, we're gonna jump into the forest here. We've never checked in here. And then after that, we'll probably look around here a little bit before we move the vehicle. Get our legs warmed up for the morning. So here's this old road. What's that? The golden chanterelle right there. I think it'll be worth coming back here maybe 3 weeks if we get some heavy rain. We've crossed over the road again. One positive thing is we're seeing baby winter chanterelles starting mid-September. I really hope it's another good yellowfoot season. So there's a little yellowfoot. If you look here, you can see these tiny ones just starting, as well as right here, there's about 7 or 8. That's good.
I'm just gonna carry on along this lovely creek here because I've just started finding a few golden chanterelles, so we're gonna carry on and just see if we can find any more. Just pull it out at the stem. Yeah. I don't know if you can see this over here. These are tiny, tiny, tiny right now. Right there. Here, lots of those tiny, tiny little pins. Looking good for yellowfoot so far, which is fabulous because they're one of my favorite mushrooms.
All right, we got maybe 20 golden chanterelles in that first spot. Now we're just coming back out to the road. We're gonna move to the next area.
There's still so many on the plants, and some of them are in like okay shape, but a lot of these are too far gone.
Yeah, there's lots just sitting on the ground, uneaten. Okay, we've come higher in elevation and we are going to hike in over this way. You can bring 2 buckets and a backpack and some safety gear.
Some Cheetos.
Take Cheetos from Japan. It's pretty dark forest in here, but you get some areas with really beautiful rolling moss beds. That's a chanterelle right there. Look at these Amanita muscarias. These have become a very well-known mushroom in the last decade. They've always been somewhat well-known because of Mario.
Those are incredible.
Wow. Fly agarics. Oh my gosh. Huge ones. Maddie has spotted her first ever cauliflower mushroom. Keep going. It's in pretty good shape. It's firm.
Can I feel it? Oh yeah, feels
And
good.
amazing smell.
Oh, it smells so good. It's sweet, like it almost smells like marzipan, weirdly.
Very interesting smell.
Yeah, beautiful.
Maddie found a button. Number 1.
Oh my god.
Beauty.
Yeah, it's like nutty, sweet,
Very distinct
fresh.
smell.
Yeah.
We've got a nice mixed basket going here. All of this will be cleaned back at home and graded through. Doing some road scouting and we spotted a little cauliflower mushroom. Look,
Oh,
look, he's just about to get it.
going for it.
We'll leave him a little bit to munch on.
Yeah.
You can munch on that.
Nice.
So we've just jumped off the road here in a new spot. This is a slightly younger forest, which can be really good for golden chanterelles in particular. This forest is around 40 years old. Nice. That one's real nice. There's a button.
Snip off that bottom. Let's move on. Chanterelles here. So this is really weird. Mushroom. Never seen anything like this before. Oh my gosh.
Woo! You're gonna cut that bottom off.
She's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Wow.
We'll leave that. Those are beautiful. It's crazy. Can I pull it?
Yeah.
Holy. Look at that. That's a crazy shape. This one's big too.
Crazy looking one. Found a beautiful line of sweet tooth here. Very nice. A lot of them are small, but I'm gonna take a few, leave a few. Beautiful. Beauties. Look at how perfect it is. And a whole bunch of little buttons. Great quality mushrooms right now. And look at this beautiful area. There's like 30 here or more. Look at all these. So this is it's getting better. Now this is a new patch to us. We've just discovered this, so this is really exciting. Look down here. Look at all those. Nice. This is the best we've seen today. All different sizes. It's getting better. Look at this. There's probably like 150, 200 chanterelles here. Yeah, that was good. Those are really nice.
They're clean, they're in good shape.
And that was just the start. So good.
A little bit of morel in there.
Okay, so we did manage to get some yellowfoot chanterelles there that were large enough to pick. Got a few pine buttons, an admirable bolete, and a hedgehog. But I think we're gonna call it a day. It's gonna get late here and we gotta get home. It's a long drive home, so I think it's time to go. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the episode, give it a like, subscribe to see more. We've got lots more fall foraging coming, and then after the fall season is done, we'll be showing our morel season, which is a lot more involved, and it's more of a continual adventure from day one till finish, and it was a long season this year. So stay tuned for that, and if you're interested in some wild mushrooms, you can find them in the description of the video or on our YouTube page. We have our online shop, and you can check out what we have on there and buy yourself some premium dried products. Anyways, have a good one, and we'll see you next time.